Hello Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. I'm Rebecca Gabrielle. Well, it's that time and I'm going to be doing a reading for you for the rest of this month, December, and into January. Welcome if you are new to my channel. It's so lovely to have you here, and of course if you are a regular to my channel, it's also amazing to have you here. Alright my friends, let's get into the reading for December and January. So thank you Spirit Guides and Angels for Sagittarius. Where is the energy? What's coming up? How can we assist Sagittarius here? For Sagittarius. Well, that's a great start for the reading. So my friends, I can see that you're in a lot of contemplation right now. So we've got the Seven of Cups here where you've got choice around you at the moment, but you're sitting there contemplating, where do I put my time and energy and my resources? So it's looking at your options, and of course when we look at our options, it's important to see what's realistic. Where is our heart going? Where are we being drawn to? But also not to lose sight of the things that we do already have, rather than what we think we don't have, which is the vision in the water, the imagination. So yes, it's important to review our options and what it is we'd like to move towards, but we must also recognize the blessings we currently have, because that is helping us, that is giving us some sense of fulfillment. And when we don't focus on the blessings, we just simply miss out when they're just sitting there for us. Now the Five of Pentacles means that perhaps there's a little bit of feeling that you're in a place of lack, missing opportunities, life is getting away from you, so you're feeling a little left behind here. Perhaps that may be in terms of opportunities, feeling a little isolated, perhaps struggling with the basics of life sometimes. But you know, 5 is an energy that means change. It doesn't mean that we're staying in that place. So consider this just a moment in time while you gather yourself, and again, that nudge and reminder, please don't miss out on seeing the blessings that are in your life instead of all of the things that you think are not working. So the spilt cups here, and you're not seeing a very full cup up here. It is being that place of feeling somewhat disillusioned and not connected with your current reality. A lot of it is going on up here. So Spirit is saying, we hear you, but it's time to get a little bit more grounded and to see what is exactly in your current sphere of control, and the blessings that you have, the things that you do have in your life. And when you manage to refocus and get yourself out of that worry energy and the perspective of having nothing or little or scarcity, when you shift that to see the positives and the current blessings, then everything starts to get really exciting. So the Ace of Wands is ta-da, things are happening, you're starting to take action, inspiration sets in, the opportunity is there, and you step into your power. So that's the personal leadership. So we see the stag there on the edge. Now you are focused on where you can grow and what you can do and what you can control, and you're no longer focused on pitfalls. So there's, you know, a potential drop there, but instead of focusing on that, you're looking ahead at the opportunities, and that is a far better place to be. Okay Sagittarius, let's keep moving forward. A couple of cards from the Energy Oracle deck here for Sagittarius. Again, it's a very similar path of thinking here and unfolding of events and thoughts. So we've got you in a state of a lot of emotional turmoil and feeling a little bit devastated by what's going on with this storm warning, but that's the place that you felt that you have been in. So there's a lot of emotions going on here, and not necessarily helpful emotions. So the time is now coming to look at your current circumstances. Now, the Five of Pentacles can sometimes mean a need to address your finances, the things that the basics of life, the things that you need to support you. So we've got here an opportunity that comes in. Now, the contract card is about an agreement where you're seeking to have a win-win with someone. So what are you agreeing to, and what information do you still need around your circumstances? So do some research, look at what is being put on the table. If you don't know, ask. Okay, so the Thinking Woman card, which is coming next, is about planning your future. Now, the Thinking Woman is wanting self-improvement and progress, but she needs to find out how to get herself there. So sometimes we go and do a little bit of study. We find out from a mentor or an expert, or we do some reading. What is it that I need to transform my situation, transform myself? How do I go to the next level? So do your research, Sagittarius. Find out, get those answers. That's the only way. And as you do, victory is yours. So that sits perfectly under the Ace of Wands card. That means you get success. So I'm so happy for you, Sagittarius. It just really means that you've got to switch that mind over to taking some proactive action in the right direction. Next, we have the Quantum of Oracle deck. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. For Sagittarius, what do they need to know? Yes, you really have had a battle of the minds, haven't you? But I do see you pulling yourself out of this for sure. So always we are looking at sort of like the devil and the angel. It's like the two sides of the coin. There's who we are, who we present ourselves to be on the outside, which in this case, it's the lion. It's putting on that brave face. It's having that sort of courageous external presentation that we give to other people. And then on the inside is the tiger. Sometimes that's our shadow self, the person that we are away from everybody else. Well, right now it's about balancing the inside and the outside of you, and really making sure that one isn't overshadowing the other. Are you actually being transparent with yourself? Are you looking at who you are on the inside versus who you are showing others? Well, this is about getting real. It's about balancing and not ignoring your inside self, your things that you're thinking about, the emotions that you're having, the truth of who you are when nobody else is looking. That tells you something about yourself and perhaps what you need to address in order to bring balance back into your life. Of course, if it was all the other side where you're only interested in putting on a good face for everyone else, then you will miss out on the opportunity to know yourself at a deeper level. Okay, so coming back to this agreement with yourself, perhaps it is, as well as it could be a potential job opportunity. It's an agreement with someone, but I'm also getting an agreement with yourself, agreement with family. What is this? Perhaps you're recalling relationships with other people. What promises have been made? What expectations are there with family members, Sagittarius? Where are things out of alignment for you? Is there something that you need to pay attention to? Are you having memories of the past? Thinking about family? Thinking about connections? What don't you know, and what would you like to bring back into balance? Are you feeling a little bit disconnected from family, Sagittarius? Well, there's only one way to take care of that, and that is to address it. Where you are not doing something, it's probably because you haven't taken action or haven't seen something in a different way with a different lens. Maybe it's time to do that. Maybe it's time to revisit relationships from the past to see how you can see those relationships in a different way. All right, then we move to the spirit card of your sacred temple. I really feel that this is about coming back to the truth of you and how to put yourself in the best light and to remember your higher purpose. What do you believe you're here to do and achieve, Sagittarius? What's your soul purpose? What are your spirit guides drawing to your attention? Are you being your best and highest self? Are you listening to you in terms of what is going to serve you most at this time? I feel like you're on a spiritual journey right now, Sagittarius. There's a lot of learning and growing and inner reflection. So as you're contemplating the best way to move forward, to ascend, to improve your life, Spirit's letting you know this is that spiritual journey of learning about yourself, coming to a deeper understanding of you. So perhaps a little bit of patience and compassion, because the spiritual journey is not always an easy one. It does require a lot of inner work, Sagittarius. Now, the journey to do all of that is not a lonesome journey. It's not always what you need to do for yourself. There are ways to help ourselves by connecting with the experts, finding a teacher, a mentor. Where in your life right now could you benefit from having a teacher or mentor? Is there something here in terms of projects and next steps that could help you? Where do you want to be a leader? Where do you want to be successful right now? Sagittarius, it seems to me this is where you're being encouraged to get a teacher or a mentor. Think about what that could be for you. Where do you want to have victory? What do you need to learn more of? How exciting. All right, a few cards from the Fairy Tarot deck for Sagittarius, please. Something to shed light on what's going on for Sagittarius right now. Oh, you can't get this wrong, I tell you. King of Winter talks about getting advice from someone professional. It's about getting objective guidance to help you move forward. I love it. It's just completely confirming what we just said with the previous card. So this is about going to the person who's experienced and knowledgeable in the area that you want to grow in. That's a very clear message, Sagittarius. All right, what else, please? Thank you. Yeah, and now is the time as you're doing a little bit of growth and reflecting on what you need for progress. Spirit's saying, I tell you what, you've got to walk away from people who are toxic, who not necessarily have good integrity or honest. So it's realizing that what you thought also that you wanted isn't actually really the best thing for you. So this is where a lot of truth and honesty needs to come out with your own self-reflection. Something here that you've been giving your time and attention to is not worth the effort. What do you think that might be for you, Sagittarius? Something is not in alignment with your highest good. So I want you to have a little bit of a thought around what that could be for you, Sagittarius. Okay. Some cards from the Archangel Power Tarot deck, thank you. Next steps for Sagittarius is you can be free from this situation that you feel trapped by, Sagittarius. So it is time to make some courageous choices, stepping out of what has been holding you back and making a change, because for some reason you haven't been seeing things too clearly. So Archangel Michael is prompting you to move forward, move away from something that has not been serving you. So you could have had a lot of anxiety, a lot of self-guessing, a lot of self-doubt. Whatever that situation is, it's not for your highest good. So listen to your higher self right now. Trust the nudges that you're getting and free yourself from that situation. Archangel Michael is there to support you and show you the way. So remember, the key is to get that expert advice, the mentor in that area where you want to grow your skills and you want to have more information so that you can progress. It's very clear advice there for you. And next, 8 of Gabrielle. There's a lot going on for you right now. Yes, sudden and immediate results. Things start to come into action. As soon as you take action, lots of other information is coming your way, which is wonderful. Important communication to be aware of and pay attention to. It's all for your benefit, but sift through the parts that are important and are valid. Sometimes when we get bombarded by a lot, we've got to take a bit of a breather to prioritise what we give attention to. So prioritise those things that you know are going to help you the most in this moment and give good due attention to that, Sagittarius. I've got the wisdom of the oracle here. Thank you, spirit guides and angels. Yes, it feels to me that what you're really needing and wanting right now to help encourage you and to give you that sense of feeling grounded is hanging out with your tribe. So that could be like-minded friends, it could be family. It's feeling the need to connect and to feel a little bit reassured right now when you're going through so much change. It's always a comfort, isn't it? And next, what else? Yeah, so what you're going through right now is a regeneration of you. It's coming through a really challenging time. It's like the phoenix rising, or how a bush regenerates after a bushfire. But the beautiful thing here is that, yep, it may have been quite challenging, but growth is here for sure. And this is just some encouragement for you to recognize it's all happening. It's coming. It's going to be okay. Yeah. So you've been through the ringer and felt a little bit swamped, a little bit lost, but it is also about taking a moment to observe the journey and to focus on where you're going. Just take a breather, take time out just for a moment to trust in the journey here and to be the observer of your life so you can see and understand why things have played out the way they have, what your emotions are telling you. And just sometimes we just need to go with the flow rather than resist everything and forcing things to happen. Just take a moment to allow the current to take you and give you a moment to take a breather and a rest as you move forward. You want to point yourself in the right direction, Sagittarius, but at the same time you're wanting to make sure that you've got enough time to rest and reflect and just take your hands off the steering wheel, or the oars as they say, and take it all in. All right, we're coming to the end of your reading. I'll pull a couple of cards from the Psychic Tarot deck for Sagittarius. Yeah, this really is a time for you to trust in your intuition. The answers are there, they're coming, but they come more easily when we rest, when we give ourselves time just to go with the flow. Go with the flow, allow things to come to you, because they will. When you trust in that and you give yourself a chance to breathe and to process things, the light, the information, the pathway forward is coming to you. Yeah, and let's not waste any more time suffering in silence, Sagittarius. Yes, the view from the top of the mountain can be, certainly you are aware that you're on your own, but sometimes we get incredible clarity when we give ourselves time to see further ahead rather than focusing on what feels like the dramas and the confusion in front of us. The top of that mountain, we get a lot of clarity. So use your thoughts wisely. Do what's needed to get the right advice and expertise to assist you. You've got this, Sagittarius. You're stronger than you give yourself credit for. Spirit is encouraging you as you move forward, and I know that you can do this. You've got the inner wisdom, the resilience and the foresight to make this happen in your life. All right, thanks Spirit Guides and Angels. A few cards from the Light Seer Tarot deck. Yes, it's all coming together for you. The Justice card, things are coming back into balance. Take a breather. Trust that the clarity is coming. The work that you've been putting in is going to bring its rewards. And please stay clear of those entrapped thoughts. When you're focusing on all of the negatives, you're going to see more of that, my friend. You do have choice, but when you stay in the negative thoughts, it just keeps you stuck for longer, and I'm sure you don't want to be doing that. Yeah, so it is time now to walk away from the things that don't serve you, move towards the light, and feel that sense of emotional freedom as you free yourself from things that are holding you back, whether it's your own thoughts or whether it's a toxic relationship where people are just really taking advantage of you. It's time to move to something that feels lighter and brighter and this kind of energy, because I want to remind you, this is victory. This is feeling empowered. There you go. Okay, so that's what you're moving towards. And in all matters, Sagittarius, keep a lovely even balance. When you're feeling out of balance, come back to you and be mindful of what it is that you need to do to create a sense of well-being for you. Sagittarius, I'm going to leave the reading at that. I hope it's helped you in some way. If it has, please give me a thumbs up for a like. And if you're new to my channel, I invite you to subscribe. Enjoy this holiday season coming up, my friends. Stay well, be safe, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now.